I love reading about sports. You can ask anybody, like, sports is my thing. I've been reading Matthew for a long time, all the way back to when he originally was on Roto World. My friend Chris, we started doing fantasy football together in 1988. We've done 500, 750 drafts over the years.
That's not bad. This might be a highlight, though.
Yeah, this is the highlight. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
How surprised were you that you actually won?
I was really shocked, surprised, excited.
You're at MetLife. How special does that make the experience?
It's great. I mean, this is my home team. This is my team. So to be able to do it here makes it even more special.
And you're a Giants fan.
I am a Giants fan.
So we always say, like, in betting, you have to take your heart out of it, right? Just bet with your head, just draft with your head. Is that the process here?
Absolutely. If I come out of the draft with a Giant, if it works, if it's value, then fine. But if not, I won't take a Giant just to take a Giant.
If I can have the attention of the agents of Fantasy Shield League. First off, thank you guys, everyone, for coming out to MetLife. Thank you, Verizon. You guys are all playing for second. But I will say this, I wanted to even it up a little bit. I wanted to make it a little bit even because I didn't think it was fair that Anthony got access to me and no one else got any help at all. So I decided to invite a friend. Robert Griffin III, RG3 in the house.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What's up? How you doing? What's up, brother?
Anthony is our winner. I'm going to be coaching him.
Okay.
So now you got to coach.
I got to coach everybody else.
Listen,
all right.
You've always been a scrambler. You've always been the Giants fans. What are we going to do? But other than that, we're excited to get the draft started.
Making the first pick, I'm taking Tyreek Hill first overall.
Whoa! Shocker. Starting with a shocker. RG3, what would it have been like if you'd had a guy like Tyreek when you were playing?
It's when you throw the ball down the field and you say, he's got to be open down there somewhere.
Right,
you know what I mean? Speed, instant speed. That's what I call him. He's like instant oatmeal. You know what I mean? You put him right in the microwave, he's gone. I never had one of those.
No, you did not. Where's Nick? You gonna go Jamar? Come on, you're wearing the jersey. Let's go.
No.
Joe Burrow's available. You could take his quarterback. Just something to think about.
He's trying to talk him into something.
He's good last year. He's only getting better. He's in his prime right now.
I have no idea how Christian McCaffrey felt at the third pick. So, Bob, talk to us a little bit about Amon-Ra. Why Amon-Ra, St. Brown?
I've never done this before. So right now in this room, I am the worst person probably up here.
But you just made a great pick. So.
It's early. It's early.
It's early.
Daniel Jones, let's do it. Shock the world, let's go.
Tommy Cutlets.
There you go. It'll be available the next round. You get Tommy Cutlets at the 2 turn.
Who's he going with?
I need someone tall like RG3.
I got you, homie. There we go, Chris.
I'll be able to make later picks.
There we go. All right, Bijan Robinson. Oh, he's got it. He's on his tippy toes. So, talk to us. Why Breece Hall?
Breece Hall, well, I mean, you take a look at their offense, right? And this guy just succeeded with bad quarterback play, bad offensive line. Now Rodgers is there. Now you got other weapons. Now that leaves more room for him to produce.
You compliment to Breece Hall, compliment to Aaron Rodgers, and, a little step on Zach Wilson there. It's okay. Garrett Wilson, okay. Got a little run on the Jets going on here. We could have made the board like a little shorter for these guys, like just a little bit.
Pick 9. How do you feel about that?
I like it. I like picking around the turn, so either early in the round or later in the round.
Okay, have you guys already talked about strategy, or can we hear a little bit of it right now?
Well, not over microphone, Claudia. No, yes, we are going to talk about strategy. We will do it quietly. We can do it on mic for the cameras, but not in front of like the whole league. No.
Okay, what?
Because we're here to win.
The fact that you're going 17 rounds, the fact that you're playing 3 wide receivers, we can talk about wide receiver. I guess we'll see who's there.
My initial, depending on how the draft goes, obviously, is wide receiver,
Yep.
running back in the 3rd round.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, Anthony and I did not think you guys were going to let proud Fantasy Life investor Jamar Chase last to us.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh, that's a good one.
The fact of the matter is, what Anthony and I are doing is we're playing chess. These guys are playing checkers, and so we're looking at it long term. We should not have been able to get him at 9, but we did. Already our Jedi mind tricks are working on this room. His son Christopher is picking 10.
Ooh.
So we have the opportunity after we pick 9, and there'll be 2 spots in the 10th, and then come back around to us. But what we can do is we can say, listen, how do you like that car payment? How important is it for you to be in the will? We have some levers that we can pull, and we intend to do that.
A.J. Brown, okay. And Jonathan Taylor, ooh. I love the Jonathan Taylor pick because with a young quarterback like Anthony Richardson, they're gonna feed him.
Any player that comes to mind that you do not want, you're going to pass up on that everybody else might be wanting here?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Ooh.
All right.
How do you feel about that, Matthew?
I'm okay with it.
If you want to do this, these.
I'm nervous about it. I can't do that yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
You wanna do
lots
that?
of
Yeah.
pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm totally good with that. Yeah. Yeah, big ear.
All right. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Anthony, a little birdie told me that you said you wouldn't draft
I did.
Gibbs, but you drafted him second. So talk to me about that strategy.
I said that he was someone I would probably stay away from, but when the way the draft was falling, I just thought it was the best option. Sometimes you have to, you think you're going to zig, and sometimes you have to zag. He's better than Montgomery.
Well,
That is the only downfall is he's going to get some carries taken away from by Montgomery.
but here's 2 things I'll say about this. Number 1 is that we know how good Gibbs is, especially indoors. 14 of their 17 games this year are indoors. The Lions play 14 of 17 games on turf.
All right, who we got?
Derrick Henry.
Oh. You got to get a king on the board, you know what I mean? We got King Henry on the board now.
Robert, you played in Baltimore. You know what Lamar brings to an offense. What does having a running back like Derrick Henry in Baltimore do?
That whole statement of you got to pick your poison,
Right.
it makes it more real. Thought it was the missing piece they needed.
London's a big target, big body, get the defender on his back, and with those long arms, reach out and pluck the ball out of the air.
I think it's a brilliant pick. Number 1 receivers do extremely well with Kirk Cousins at quarterback.
Talk to me about Cousins coming back from this Achilles.
It's a tough injury to come back from. I think what you saw in the preseason is why they drafted Penix, just in case.
Oh, for sure. A lot of people said they thought Penix was the most pro-ready quarterback coming out of the draft last year.
I don't agree with that. I think that Caleb has been working since he was like 4 years old.
that's a good point.
I thought that Penix was the most pure passer of the group.
I just got to turn another page to find Laporta. Oh, we were one away. Yeah. Come on.
He actually hit the waddle. That was pretty good. I think we should see that again, maybe in slow-mo. How many leagues are you in?
This is my 4th.
This is your 4th league?
Yeah, I do 3 dynasty leagues and a redraft.
We got a guy over there who's in 7 leagues.
Yeah, that's my son. He's in 7 leagues.
Oh my gosh. 10?
I was in 9 until Anthony won the contract.
You're in 10 leagues.
10 leagues.
What do you get from being in 10 leagues?
A lot of stress, a lot of activity on the waiver wire. I like to say I have a second job. My first job is sales at a plumbing supply house. My second job is running a fantasy football team.
What do you think so far? 3 rounds down?
3 rounds down. I think a couple of people have decent drafts. A couple of people have completely screwed up their drafts already.
So who screwed up their draft so far?
I don't want to.
You don't want to call them out?
Not yet.
Was it Bob?
Not yet.
Was it Bob?
You know, listen.
It was a Laporta pick that got you, right?
Little early for a tight end, to be honest with you.
All right. Of the picks that are on the board right now from the other guys, which one is the most confusing to you?
Probably Laporta. The tight end in round 3 is rough. But I mean, maybe he knows something we don't.
Travis Kelce. So, what's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
Shake it off, baby.
Diggs is in his Larry. He's in his Larry Fitzgerald arc. Larry played outside for a while. Then later in his career, he moved into the slot, and it extended his career like 4 or 5 years.
Those are 2 good picks. Those are 2 good picks. Annoyingly good.
Bob, you want David Montgomery? Who you want? You want Dan Campbell? Who are you doing?
George Pickens, okay.
In round 5, Rashee Rice. Jimmy takes tight end Mark Andrews. Andrews selects running back James Conner. Brandon selects running back Aaron Jones. Anthony and Matthew select tight end Trey McBride.
Sam Laporta in the 3rd, or Trey McBride at the end of the 5th?
Yeah, honestly.
Come on. Come on.
Chris selects wide receiver T. Higgins.
There's no value at running back.
Anthony and Matthew select quarterback Josh Allen. Brandon selects quarterback Lamar Jackson.
There you go. We started to run, good.
Andrew continues the run, quarterback Jalen Hurts. Jimmy selects wide receiver Amari Cooper.
There's no upside with Amari Cooper.
RG3, what's up with Watson's arm?
I think he's playing with the weight of everything that happened to him. Then they start winning with Joe Flacco.
Right. And then you're like, yeah.
Well, that's why they couldn't bring Flacco back.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy.
Chris selects tight end Dalton Kincaid. Bob selects running back DeAndre Swift. Matt selects wide receiver Terry McLaurin. Wide receiver Tank Dell.
As you look at this board, who has the best shot at second right now? Who do you think is going to come closest to Anthony and I at the moment? When you look at it, you see Puka, Kyron, Debo, Amari Cooper. Hey, Jimmy, I want you to call yourself Team Hamstring. Do me a favor. Team Hamstring, Jimmy. No, you got you're 4 hamstrings away from your season being over. Like you got it's. Brees Hall's healthy though. I'll give you that. The rest are one hamstring away. One hamstring away, Jimmy.
Soft tissue.
A lot of soft tissue on that team. That's what your team should be called, Jimmy. Soft tissue. And by the way, you guys had all better leave the good players for us. No one take the good players. All of you guys just take the shitty players. Jimmy, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Well, you don't have 20 minutes to make a focus.
Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, we got conversations. I got a coach. I got a coach. Jimmy, like we have well, I'm not over here blindly like picking people like you. Like Anthony and I are like talking. We're strategizing. We're playing chess while you guys are over there playing checkers. That's what we're doing. Me and my guy Anthony.